Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video get ready to put in doubt the official narrative of the history. Now look at this first photo. Until the end of the 20th century it was never occurred to anyone that the mythical Cyclops actually existed in reality. Now, a very incredible sensational find happened in Texas, USA, which has literally shocked scientists everywhere. The fact that paleontologist Victor Pacheco and Martin Freud, during a vacation in the Big Bend country, decided to combine business with pleasure and examined one of the caves, where they found a crazy remain of a creature about 2.5 meters tall and weighing about 300 pounds, whose skull in the middle of the forehead only had a single eye socket. The bones are about 10,000 years old, which is quite incredible. According to the skeleton, scientists were able to recreate the appearance of the creature. It is worth noting that its appearance completely fit the description of a mythical Cyclops we see in the Greek writings. So what does this tell us? Genetic modification, genetic experimentation. People from back in the day were actually used as guinea pigs, because we all know there are many evidences in ancient books. I made a video about this about a month ago, where we showed that there were different types of human species. For example, the man without the neck, the man with the great feet, the Bigfoot, right, which are really represented in many historical drawings and even in ancient maps, which is just very suspicious, right? So this one is one to really consider, that most likely not everything is as it seems to be. Now this photo is from a museum in Tunisia. We see something quite astonishing. This person, alright, this was I think from like the first couple of centuries DC. So we see that this person, this big massive humanoid or human being or whatever, is actually even larger than an elephant. The elephant has tusks, which means that it's an adult elephant. What does this tell us? That in Tunisia back in the day, over 2000 years ago, there were actually giants roaming the plains, and the giant was actually hunting elephants or taking care of elephants or playing with elephants or whatever with the elephant. Now, not surprised, because we all know in the ancient texts, of course, the Nephilim, the children of the fallen angels, which is clearly stated in the book of Enoch and even in Genesis, when the angels went to earth and decided to have children with a woman because they were beautiful, and from there the Nephilim came to existence. So guys, everything is actually full circle. Now this one, guys, is one of the most underrated and under-talked topics, which I'm quite surprised because it's quite a big one. The underground, very mysterious city of Derinkuyu in Turkey. This is a deep, massive city which goes underground for at least 65 meters, which were explored. Maybe even more, but we don't know, obviously. Now, this is crazy because it's actually touching groundwater. On each tier, there is a huge system of ramified passages and labyrinths, which allows the inhabitants to, guess what, establish an actual lifestyle underground with very minimal dependency of the external environment. There were living quarters in this underground city for up to 20,000 people, halls for meetings, for schools, chambers for religious events and studies, churches, and also different warehouses that stored large amount of stock and food, and of course animals and even weapons. The underground city even had its own production presses for pressing oil. There was premises under the stables where sheep, cows and horses were kept underground. Remember, 65 meters deep, that is insane. The city was designed so that locals could easily navigate it, while outsiders, on the contrary, would very easily get confused and lost. Nobody knows, the locals have no clue whatsoever who built this structure. This structure was literally, guess what, either a nuclear say, escape pods, pretty much places to nuclear refugee effectively underground, because there was maybe radiation on top of the earth, maybe the sun was emitting strong radiation, maybe there was a major fall, maybe there was an invasion. I have no idea, guys, but nobody creates a massive gigantic underground city which could host literally over 20,000 people, unless you are planning to actually have a society down there for many years. We are talking potentially generations, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5 generations, no idea. So guys, this one is a very big one, and unfortunately right now it's not really explored as much because it's very difficult to get there, it's very expensive, and it's not your easy archaeology job. It's actually quite dangerous because you could literally get lost. Like, it's not a simple task. So this one is a clear example of those ancient civilizations which try to escape from something. The question is what they were trying to escape from. And to end this video, let me just put this here in front of you. My friends, history repeats itself. 1720, 1820, 1920, and 2020. Each of these times in the past, every 100 years, there was what? A pandemic. How is that even possible? That is just very suspicious, my friends. But anyways, I shall leave it here, and of course you can draw your own intelligent conclusion over this fact. So guys, that's it for today's video. I shall see you later in the next upload.